Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 4 Episode 1, and today we'll be talking about some pictures that have come out from the set last night. So all credit goes to Hollywood North and Themyscira Bound, as they were the ones who posted the photos and took the photos, so all rights go to them. So I will be analysing some of their photos that I find interesting. So there is a lot of photos, but I'm going to be focusing on the ones that I want to. So as many of you guys know, The Flash started shooting 4 days ago on the 4th of July, but this was the first actual street shooting where the public could actually see what was going on. But now this is our first official look inside episode 1. So there was some very interesting stuff, so we'll be going over Hollywood North's photo first with Kid Flash in it. What I find interesting about the photo is how Kid Flash is holding his head. This kind of reminds me of when Barry was in Flashpoint and Barry was losing his memory, so I feel as if something is going on inside Wally's head, and considering we know that Barry will return, I have a feeling that it has something to do with Barry, whether it's him calling to Wally for help. You know how they do the lightning rods in the comics, so maybe it's like some sort of tether that he has to Wally, because Wally is his stepbrother, so he must have some sort of connection. So it could be something like that, or a signal to guide Wally to where to find Barry, to get Barry out of the Speedball. So that is just my theory, but maybe you guys have another theory about that, and I would be glad if you could tell me what your other theory is in the comments, because that is my main theory as of now, why he was holding his head. Okay, so now moving on to the photos from Themyscira Bound. Wow, these photos got me hyped. When I saw these photos, we actually get our first look at the villain for that episode. I know some of you will be like, is this the villain for the whole season of The Flash? And the answer to that is no, because it's reportedly the Thinker, the big bad, but we haven't got official confirmation to that, but that's kind of irrelevant. But the main villain never actually has a confrontation on any of the shows in the first episode normally, unless they decide to change that. But so we can suspect this is just a weekly villain. And anyway, Barry isn't back, so we can see Wally and Zisco teaming up to take down this samurai. So in the comics there's been many different versions of samurais. Some have been good, some have been bad, but I will go over the biggest one first. The Flying Samurai would be my #1 pick as of now for who he is. If he is out of the comics, they could make him up, because remember, the TV show doesn't strictly follow the comics, they just tape things. We can assume that this samurai is a villain, as I don't think they will randomly introduce a samurai to be part of Team Flash, and it would kind of be out of place, to be honest, because most people are metahumans on Team Flash's team, and having a samurai I don't think would help them too much, to be honest. So he is a master swordsman in the comics, and his name is Daisho. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but he is from Japan, and he was in The Flash issue 180 during the Silver Age, so a long time ago. So that is the only time he's actually appeared. But the reason I say it could be him, why he's my #1 pick, as the TV show tends to borrow from the comics, like I've said before, and with him being the main villain of an issue seems to be the most prominent and most logical option, as all the other samurais are more low-key than this, and even though he's kind of low-key, he's like the biggest one I can think of, and also he was in the Flash comic, so it would make sense if he could be this mysterious samurai. But we have to wait for more confirmation if that is actually him, or whether or not they do call him the Flying Samurai, or they just call him Samurai. But the thing is, a samurai appeared in Kingdom Come, which is a comic run during the 90s, and this thing is strange because the armor on the person we see in the photo is very similar to the armor of the samurai who was the champion in Kingdom Come. So that's why I'm thinking maybe they're sort of taken from different samurais from the comics, because maybe they're influenced by the samurai in Kingdom Come, yet using the Flying Samurai as the character, because the samurai in Kingdom Come is a good guy. Yeah, I do believe the samurai that we saw in the photo to be bad, so I think they mishmashed the two characters, because if you look at the suit, I'll have a comparison on the screen, they do look very similar, and I'm presuming that it's going to be bad, so I don't think it's going to be that exact samurai iteration from Kingdom Come, and I do think it will be the Flying Samurai who has just got this different armor from the comics, and I think it's been influenced by the samurai from Kingdom Come. But what do you guys think? Do you think these theories are reasonable? Do you think it is the Flying Samurai, or do you think it's another samurai? And will Barry be the one making Wally touch his head? But anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This is my second try recording this video, because earlier I only talked about the Wally part because I actually didn't see the other photos until after I recorded it. So kind of annoyed that I missed them, but you know, I remade this video for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.
It doesn't make us strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue-tied to service like shy preteens. I could only breathe